Tonight on CTV News, we have an interview with Presidential Candidate Jill Stein. Plus, we have a closer look at recruitment in sororities.
All this and more on CTV starting now.
Good evening, and thanks for tuning in to the first CTV News show of the semester. I'm Willis Scott.
And I'm Emily Biffinger. The United States Department of Agriculture campus in Fort Collins closed Tuesday after an anonymous threats were made via email along with campuses in 5 other states. USDA spokesman Matt Herrick said in an email statement to the Coloradoan that an email expressing violence was sent to employees in Fort Collins, Hamden, Raleigh, Kerseyville, and Leetown Monday. All offices have been closed until the investigation into the threat is complete.
The political season is underway. We want to keep you up to date on all the significant campaign events of this semester. To kick off our presidential race coverage, we have an interview with one of the candidates. Green Party presidential candidate Dr. Jill Stein visited Fort Collins last Saturday. She stopped into KCSU 90.5 studios for an interview during her visit. Dr. Stein also told us what she likes about Fort Collins.
Fort Collins has been leading the way to stop fracking, to protect our water supplies, to protect our air supplies, to protect our workers, and especially to protect our climate. So I'm so grateful for the courage and the leadership of the people of Fort Collins, and there is a growing Green Party here for people who feel like the climate and the environment is really critical. There's a great Green Party to connect with, so I'm here to help connect those dots right back to the power that we have as a democracy to take back our future and make it healthy, just, and sustainable for us all. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Dr. Stein. You can see a full in-depth interview with Dr. Stein on the Collegian website, collegian.com. Stein also says that if the number of people with student debt vote for her, she'll be able to win. You can find her KCSU interview in the election news section of collegian.com.
Emotional support animal programs are relatively new on college campuses, including Colorado State University. Confusion about the rules and differences between service animals and emotional support animals has prompted CSU to make slight changes to the service animal policy. According to a representative of Resources for Disabled Students, there were no concrete changes to the policy, but rather some clarifications between surrounding already implemented policies. The alterations to the service animal policy will outline the differences between service animals and emotional support animals. The main clarification being that emotional support animals are not allowed in classrooms. The improved policies will be implemented within the fall semester.
Dr. Tony Frank, president of Colorado State University, will give his annual address at the Oval this Wednesday, August 31st. Frank's speech will begin at 11:30 in the morning. Dr. Frank is expected to talk about the past year at CSU as well as goals for the upcoming year. The university picnic will start immediately after his address. It's a free event that celebrates tradition and CSU spirit. The picnic will close the Oval to all traffic and parking, and it will temporarily change the Around the Horn bus route.
With all the marketing around campus promoting Greek life, the Panhellenic community is busy getting prepared for all the women who plan to rush. We examined everything that goes into the role of a recruitment coach and the sacrifices they've made to better the process for young women. CSU fraternity and sorority recruitment begins months before the actual 4-day-long rush. 2 Panhellenic recruitment coaches, Christine Ford and Lily Betcher, explain the process.
I had a really amazing recruitment coach. I was really torn between 2 chapters, and she really talked me through and asked me the kind of questions that I should be asking myself when I was going through the recruitment process. And so without her, I really would not have known what to do, and so I just wanted the chance to be that kind of help for a potential new member.
Okay, so as we approach recruitment, it's getting a little more intense, and for the weekend of recruitment itself, we move into a hotel with all the other recruitment coaches and the people on Panhellenic, and that helps us just really separate ourselves from our chapter for that period of time so that they can recruit the best girls for their chapter and we can help the girls find their home. We also deactivated our Facebooks. We put all of our other social media on private so that the girls in our groups of potential new members wouldn't be able to find us on social media and figure out what chapter we're in. So then, you know, we're going back to classes, and a big thing is we're not allowed to pretty much like get excited to see members of our own chapter. We have to be acquaintances of everyone in the Panhellenic community, and that's kind of hard for me because I mean, I love my friends and I'm really excited to see them, and I don't get to express like my affection for them publicly. I'm very grateful to have this experience because it's opening my mind to see like what's special about every chapter, because everybody can find their home in a different place, and that's why there's not just one chapter. We all bring similar things to the table. We bring a home, we bring friendship, and like another family, but it's different for everyone, and I want to help girls find that place.
If you are interested in signing up for formal recruitment or need more information, please visit fsl.coloradostate.edu.
The Rocky Mountain Showdown is happening this Friday. In celebration of the rivalry game, the Associated Students of CSU will host the 10th annual Grill the Buffs event. The event will take place this Thursday, September 1st, from 11:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Free buffalo burgers will be served in the Laurie Student Center Sculpture Garden. According to ASCSU Deputy Chief of Staff Christina Vessa, there's expected to be a big turnout this year. Grill the Buffs is part of the First 50 Days list. That's an initiative by the Orientation and Transition Program to get first-year students involved in CSU traditions and events. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the Rocky Mountain Showdown. I think a lot of people are. How about you?
I actually am, Willis. I have a lot of family in Denver. I'm going to go back and see a lot of friends. It'll be a great day. Do you have any plans for the Rocky Mountain Showdown?
Unfortunately, I think I'm probably going to have to watch it from home unless I can get on with our sports crew here at CTV, and that would be really fun. I could actually go and help film. So fingers crossed for that. All right, well, don't go anywhere. We have the weather forecast with Liz Prosy coming up.
Yep, and after that, we actually have the entertainment and sports.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hey there, Rams weather anchor Elizabeth Prosy here for your Tuesday weather update. Now, currently we're seeing temperatures in those upper 70s. A nice night here in Fort Collins as the sun begins to set. Pleasant though as we cool down to 64 degrees later on tonight. So if you're headed out to Sundance, because it is Tuesday night, going to be comfortable, you can leave the jacket at home. It's going to be a clear and cool evening. Just grab your cowboy boots and head on over to learn a little bit how to two-step, two-stepping with Liz. Our overnight lows show we're going to see those cool temperatures across the state. 50s along the I-25 corridor. Vail going to be slightly cooler, 41 degrees. Grand Junction, your warm is 60 degrees tonight for our overnight lows. Looking ahead to your Wednesday, grab the sunglasses, keep those shorts out for another day. It still is summer. And of course, grab that water bottle. It is going to be a warm Wednesday. Mostly clear in the morning, 60 degrees to start out the morning. Few clouds though as we start to head toward lunchtime, and then mixture of sun and clouds by the afternoon. High of 81 degrees tomorrow. So again, going to stay very warm for our last day of summer. So make sure you keep that water bottle with you if you head on over to Horsetooth or a hike. Across the state, we can see those warm temperatures continue. 80s, 76 though in Colorado Springs, 79 degrees in Lyman, Lamar. You're going to be at a toasty 83 degrees for your Wednesday. Now we're going to see this warmth continue through the weekend, and then beginning Monday, we will have a cold front come here through Fort Collins, and we could potentially see some rain starting Monday. Now speaking of rain chances, I do have some bad news. Again, that Rocky Mountain shutdown is this Friday, and we could see some rain. Partly cloudy, though, for kickoff. Warm, 87 degrees, so from 2 to 7 p.m., that is where we're going to see that best chance of rain. Right now, the models are showing the rain sticking to the west in the mountains, so that is the good news. You may want to bring that rain jacket and umbrella along just in case. For kickoff, 83 degrees, that breeze will keep us cool and feeling good. And then by fourth quarter, we're going to be clearing up, no more rain chances. Going to be a nice Friday night in Denver, 70 degrees by the end of that fourth quarter. And we're going to have more on this Rocky Mountain Showdown coming up next in Ram Sports.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Hey there, Rams. I'm your sports anchor, Rachel Vigil, for the night, and here's what's happening in the world of Ram sports. The CSU women's soccer team defeated SUI Edwardsville 2-1 after a slow start by the Rams. CSU controlled the ball for most of the first half, but SUI was first on the board after 20 minutes of play. The Rams only took 3 minutes to respond to the goal, though, tying it up. Kasia Oren scored the goal off of a penalty kick, and the Rams came out on top after a second goal was scored in the last 14 minutes by Hannah Gurn. This is the first win at home for the Rams, who are now 2-2 on the season. The Colorado State women's volleyball team has a packed early season schedule, starting off with 4 away games in the next 5 days. The Rams traveled to Greeley for their match against Northern Colorado. The game just started, and you can listen for updates on 90.5 KCSU. The team will travel to California this weekend for the California-Santa Barbara tournament, where they will take on Baylor, Pittsburgh, and UC Santa Barbara. Make sure to check out the Collegian for scores and highlights following the games. Colorado State's largest athletic event of the year is right around the corner, and students and fans are getting more and more excited. CSU is currently having no trouble selling out tickets to the Rocky Mountain Showdown to students. The most recent ticket sale count for CSU students has reached over 6,000 and is nearing 7, whereas the rival, University of Colorado, has only seen a number of over 5,000 sold to its students. The teams have swapped wins the past 4 years, with the Rams coming out on top in 2012 and 2014. So the odds going into the game weigh on the shoulders of both teams. The Rams currently return 13 starters from last year's team that went on to be 7-6 on the season. Some of those returnees include all Mountain West selection punter Hayden Hunt, quarterback Nick Stevens, and offensive lineman Fred Zerblis. The showdown kicks off at 6 p.m. at Sports Authority Field at Mile High in Denver and will be televised nationally by ESPN. And coming up next, we will be with Nicole Hines breaking down the VMAs and more in the world of entertainment.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Hey there, Rams. I'm Nicole Hines, and it's the first entertainment segment of the semester, and I have the latest in the world of entertainment. During the summer, there are always two types of people, ones that try to pack in as many events as they can, or ones that just stay in their house. I had an internship in Old Town this summer, but I did make an impulsive, last-minute decision and ended up traveling out of the country. Up next, we have Nicole Hines doing gymnastics. Let's watch. And she sticks the landing. Now, onto her floor routine. A bit shaky there, but she is still going strong. Hines is doing a new technique here on the bars. It's a very different trick, but she executed it very well. The next event is track and field. Let's see how Hines does here today. Wow, did you see that jump over the hurdle? Very impressive. Not many people know, but Hines is very good at pole vaulting. Watch how she clears the bar with little effort on her part. Now we can't forget swimming. She had perfect form going into that water. Her technique in this event might even allow her to break Phelps' world record. And on to the closing ceremony. Looks like Hines got an overall gold medal. Hines is representing the USA, coming straight out of Monument, Colorado. It must feel nice winning gold in all 3 events she participated in. Now before you say anything, yes, that footage was 110% real, and yes, you will see me competing in Tokyo 4 years from now. Even though most of the students go home over the summer, there were many activities still happening around Fort Collins that are guaranteed to get you revved up. Hi everybody, I'm Nicole Hines and I'm out here at the Ed Carroll Westfest Car Show, enjoying all the beautiful cars and the sun. On August 21st, the Fort Collins community and over 150 cars from all over Colorado, Kansas, and Indiana came out for the event.
Yeah, this is the 30th year we've done this event. We use this event now, this show now, as a fundraiser for Meals on Wheels. And last year we raised right around $32,000 for Meals on Wheels. So all the entry fees that are paid by the cars are direct donations to Meals on Wheels. My company matches all those entry fees. And then we also have quite a few donors and sponsors. All of that money is also a direct donation straight to Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels serves Larimer County and has a special connection to the car show.
John's mom, Karen, was a longtime volunteer for Meals on Wheels, and it was a cause really close to her heart. But at least 10 years ago, they started doing this car show, and all the proceeds go to Meals on Wheels because of John's mother's connection to Meals on Wheels.
The event brought out a variety of people who all share a love for cars. Car shows like this one are always happening along the Front Range, so make sure to go and check them out. Even if you're like me and only know facts based on the Disney movie Cars, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. In case you did not watch this year's VMA Awards on Sunday, I'm going to catch you up on the most important highlights. First, the entire Twitter sphere blew up during Beyoncé's set where she performed a few songs from the Lemonade sequence. It was flawless. See what I did there. Needless to say, Beyoncé is still the queen and set the VMAs on fire. And, as many people were expecting, Kanye took time out of his 4-minute speech to throw some shade. He made sure to reference his love of Beyoncé and then moved on to Taylor Swift and his music video Famous. I'm not going to go into much detail about this drama, but just know the Kanye and T Swift beef is still ongoing, and who knows when it will end. And lastly, Jimmy Fallon was also at the awards as a presenter for one of the many categories. He made a dramatic entrance to the show sporting the Olympic swimmer's new blonde hair, athletic clothes, and a gold medal. He took the time to make fun of Ryan Lochte's Rio robbery scandal, starting off quoting Justin Bieber asking if it was too late to say sorry. The audience seemed to like it, and Lochte's teammate Michael Phelps had to snap a picture. While these were the most memorable parts of the award show, I think that the commercial for the new MTV show Loosely Exactly Nicole should be an honorable mention. Nicole Byer's promo for her show came on during almost every break and made some very important points that I would like to acknowledge. She talks about how Nicole is a star and that Nicole is a role model. Not that I have any sort of special interest in the topic, but my name is Nicole. Just saying. Anyway, back to the VMA recap. Even though some people had issues with the performances and artists not being there to accept their awards on time, this year's VMAs went over very smoothly. That is all for CTV News tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in to CTV News Thursday night this week, and have a great night, Rams.